All right, this is from kofi.com/OTC underscore Bitcoin, KO-FI, Korean-finance.com/OTC underscore Bitcoin. Let me explain to you what's happening right now so you can see where all the manipulations are, whether we're going to go up or down. These are all the major zones here. This is a major zone here, as you can see. This is a super major zone under here. And then here we have a parabola. And then we have in this area of the parabola, price went really fast, and we never retested. It's basically just a gap. There's nothing in here. Uh, we never re-entered this price. We tried. We tried to re-enter this price, but got quickly rejected and went right back up. So let's look at these zones real quick so you can understand the big picture of what's happening to price. If you look at this top zone here, let's do the 1 hour. Okay. The very, very top, we're going to call this the triple distribution zone, and the area underneath here is the slipstream. Let me explain to you why. Let's zoom in here. We have one distribution, whale selling. Oh, hey, look, great. We get an even better price. Let's sell even faster. Whale selling. So this is the second distribution. Oh, I hope we can sell again. I hope we get in this range again so that we can sell. Oh, cool. A third 3x. This is the third chance we get to sell up here. Cool, super, super awesome. And they did. Now, under here, this entire zone here is a slipstream. What a slipstream is that when you enter the zone, you get rejected one way or the other. Boop. When you enter the zone, you get rejected one way or the other. Boop. When you enter the zone, you get rejected one way. Boop. When you enter the zone, you get rejected one way or the other. Boop. When you enter the zone, you get rejected one way or the boop. You see that? When you enter the zone, you get rejected one way or the which way is it going to be? Boop is most likely. And I'll show you why. This particular zone is a it's a uphill whale versus or uphill bear versus bull zone. Nobody stays in this zone really long. Everybody just says because it's over 42,000, it's under 43,000. It's a magic number within the anyway. This entire zone, nobody likes this zone, so people like to avoid it. So they wait for either a higher price to sell, or and you can just see based on the fact that there's no real accumulation here. You see how comfortable we were up here slowly for days and days and days, slowly for days and days and days, slowly for days and days and days and days and days and days and but here it's like a couple hours, no. Let's re-enter a couple hours, no. Couple hours, no. Geez, couple minutes, no. Couple minutes, no. Couple minutes, no. Let's see, for a minute or two, a couple seconds, no. A couple seconds, no, is what's going to happen here. So let's look at these zones here a little bit bigger now. Let's zoom back out and see. So you can see, right? You can see that we spent a lot of time up here, and we're not spending any time down here. So we should continue dumping really fast here. Uh, yeah, but when I started this recording, I think was above this yellow line. Now we're already under this yellow line again. So we should start accelerating, which means I should actually start adding to my shorts, except I'm fucking explaining this to you guys to try and protect your money while I'm not making money. This is so stupid. I should just be trading instead of doing this. Yeah. But I'm telling you, I've been wealthy alone without helping other people, and it's just the loneliest feeling in the world. It sucks. And you end up sabotaging yourself and wanting to be poor just like everybody else. So I'd rather be rich like everybody else instead of poor like everybody else. And to make everyone rich like everybody else, I have to make people rich like me. So it's weird, this human psyche thing where you want community and you want social um, support. It's so weird. Why can't I just be the only one rich and be happy about it? I guess there's some people that can do that. Anyway, this is a slow zone. There's no rush in this zone. When you're in this zone, it's like, okay, I'm sure we'll go back, we'll leave it, we'll come back, we'll leave it. So this is a slow zone. In other words, in here, you can expect to see, oh shit, you see how we're still dipping more? In here, you can expect to see a little bit more of something like this. Boof. So if you start shorting here, you're going to get destroyed. Uh, this is because this is a slow zone. It would be reasonable to expect something like this to happen, and then go up, and then go up, and then go up, and then poof, like this. Except for the fact that this could also turn into a slipstream simply because of the fact that we've already got all this slow time, all this slow time, all this slow time, all this slow time. So this is a 50-50. I would give this about a, oh man, it's tipping even farther. I would give this about a 30% chance uh, that it remains a slow zone. If anything, if you notice here, slow, fast, fast, slow, super slow, fast, slow, fast. So the fast tends to be increasing. Fast speed, fast speed, very fast speed, super fast speed. So this would be okay to become an extremely fast speed zone finally, even though in the past it has been a slow fast mixed zone. Uh, it was let me describe it this way. It was fast here and then slow here and then fast here and then slow here. So it would be reasonable to expect that this is going to be fast again here. Okay. Let's look at the next zone here. Doodle-doodle-doo. Yep, sure enough. This is when you enter here, this is a very fast zone because there's no action here. There's nothing here. This is another slipstream. So basically, oh shit, we are dropping kind of fast. So slipstreams are very fast zones. This is a this is a possible slipstream, but this is definitely a slipstream right here. Super, super fast. Just goes poof, poof, super, super fast. And then finally we re-enter into the slow zone. All this grind and munch and grunch. That's going to happen here too. This is almost for sure going to be a slow zone, even slower zone. Uh, what are you serious? We're like at 40 something thousand. You're looking at a 30% markdown? Possibly, possibly. But let me finish my story first. Now this is where you start really worrying. This is a super slipstream. This is the media play markup zone. Let me show you where this was. You recognize this? This was the bottom. This is the rising wedge bottom. We caught this long perfectly in here, but I didn't have much confidence, unfortunately. So I didn't hold. We actually had 100x long here. This is such a loss. We had 100x long here. If I had done nothing but gone on vacation, look at what would have happened. 100x long, 100x long, 100x long, 100x long, 100x long. We would have made so much money. Yeah, we're rushing away from this yellow line really fast now. Anyway, I didn't hold on to my 100x long. That really sucks. Since we had 100x long here. Anyway, this is where a manipulator accumulation begins. They just start buying everything. The manipulators get the same. All the manipulators get the same message that the SEC is going to eventually approve an ETF. So they got the same notice at the same time. But then since they kept it to themselves, now they can more slowly accumulate and then more slowly accumulate. And then the people that just want to get out with a quick 20% profit, They just dump right here, and then everyone else, like me, says, "Hey, 100x this dip. We're gonna go up." So this is that zone, and then, but as soon as we leave this zone, this is where they do the media play. They launch all the media circuses, and they launch all the narrative plays, and start buying out social media key opinion leaders and influencers. They start paying everybody, and this is what happens. Okay, so let's zoom out and see all these zones. Yeah, when there's a dump, when there's a when there's a dump at the top of a range that was built off of a parabolic base, this entire thing was a parabola in here. This entire thing was a parabola. Boop, boop, boop. This parabolic base. This entire parabolic base tends to collapse. Tends to collapse. I've seen it not collapse before, but it's very, very rare. Most of the times, price goes all the way down to late accumulation. Now remember, these guys here were also whales accumulating. Uh, these are also institutions, so even these institutions get dumped on. Um, these guys are the super whales, and these guys are the whales without the alpha. So the super whales tend to feed on the whales without the alpha. And the whales without the alpha tend to feed on retail. So this is alpha whale, this is beta whale, and this is clearly Christmas retail. So this guy eats this guy, and then this guy eats this guy. What that means is the price should end up going back underneath this guy, and this guy should be at a negative. He should be at a net loss. So in order for this guy to make all the money, beta whale needs to be at a loss. So to do that, this is where they started accumulating. Beta whale gets sees the dildo and gets excited because beta whales like dildos. That's why they're called betas. Um, and they start buying into the pressure. But since there's so many of them, hey, we actually have a self-fulfilling prophecy. So I wouldn't be surprised if this thing dumped just to about here. I'm kind of ballparking it right now because it's been a long, long couple of weeks of trying to find the exact top, which we did. We did a 700x short right in here right here. Actually, we did a 700x short. I'll show you where we did it. Right here, literally right there. So I'm gonna hold this time, even if it turns out I'm wrong and there's a super cycle and I get liquidated. But I mean, 700x long going all the way down would be really nice. So this is my final target. Obviously, anything can change at any point, so that's why you have to be diligent the whole way through. But I'm going to say something like this, right about here, for a final target of maybe not this bad, probably something like this, 32698. Let's. Oh shit! What just happened? Oh, here it is. Good. 32698. How do I get rid of this recording bar? Anyway, this is my final target right there. For any changes or updates, you're going to want to join Korean Finance, KO-FI.com slash OTC underscore Bitcoin. And for high leverage, we just give you high leverage signals all day long. Get rich, guys. And the only way you're really going to get rich, mega rich, is with us. Join us.